Leafs Nation, enjoy it. Because the boys in blue and white have won 3 straight games heading into the All-Star break. 4-2 over the Winnipeg Jets this evening in Winnipeg. And so much talk has been about Ilya Samsonov. A lot of complaining about from the Jets side of things. Well, we didn't have this guy, we didn't have this guy, we didn't have this guy. Well, we go to Winnipeg, Connor Hellebuyck in the lineup. You got Velarde back. Morrissey played today. Still no Mark Scheifele. And the Leafs play the better game. And they win it 4-2 in Winnipeg. Should have been more because of that horrific disallowed goal, and we'll talk about that in a second. But the Leafs outplayed the Jets in Winnipeg, and you've won 3 in a row heading into the All-Star break where you have like 10 days off. Outstanding game. Let's break this thing down right from the start. Sandberg scores his first goal, and that was less than 5 minutes into the period, and you're down 1-0. So not a great start to the game for the Leafs. And then we go late in the first, where the fourth line enters the zone, Gregor and Ryan Reeves. Yes, Ryan Reeves gets back into the lineup. We hear Bobby McMahon's hurt. We saw the footage actually of Calle Jarnkrok blocking a shot in practice, and he was not happy. And I think he did something to his knuckles. He's week to week. So you lost those 2 guys in between games. So Reeves draws in. And they enter inside the offensive blue line. Gregor turns back and fires it on. And a gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous tip in front from Ryan Reeves. It was going wide to the glove side of Connor Hellebuyck, and his deflection pulls the puck to his blocker's side and it goes off the post and in. Ryan Reeves with his second goal of the year in his hometown of Winnipeg, Manitoba. And the Leafs have tied the game at 1 with under a minute to play in the first period. Gregor gets the lone assist, and we're all evened up. But the Leafs weren't done. They get offensive zone pressure. Puck gets fired on. It's kind of scramble ensues in front. Tyler Bertuzzi picks it up and fires one in. And we're like, holy crap, Bertuzzi and Gregor have scored. But immediately the ref waves it off. No goal. And this is where things get interesting. You look at the replay and you're like, Sheldon, you got to challenge this. It's pretty tough to look at. And they review it, and every they're looking at it, and I'm watching the play. I'm like, okay, did Nylander go into the blue paint on his own? Well, you look at the way he came around to the front of the net. Nope, he's not in the blue paint. Okay, he gets knocked in to the crease twice. The first time, not very egregious, but you can kind of see Nylander trying to avoid the crease at all costs after the first push. And then he gets knocked into Connor Hellebuyck. Not egregious, but there's contact. And then Hellebuyck slides all the way to the right post, not knowing where the puck is, and the puck ends up with Bertuzzi, and he buries it. And Sheldon reviews it. They ask for the challenge. And as the challenge is being reviewed, and it is taking a long time, I'm thinking, there's no way that they don't call us a goal, right? It's pretty obvious. Did he get there on his own? No. He got pushed into the goaltender. So it should be a good goal. And did Willie Nylander go in there on his own will and impede the goaltender and make a save? No. So it's a good goal. And they come out after the review, and it's no goal. It's absolutely a joke. This league has no clue. Absolutely no idea what goaltender interference is and how to call it. Because Elliot Friedman posts this after it was in the second intermission or something. This is the explanation from the NHL. Video review supported the referee's call on the ice that Willie Nylander impaired Connor Hellebuyck's ability to play his position in the crease, which is complete and utter garbage. And then the details on the goal. And this also had to get headlines done, but the controversy on the call comes from highlighted portion of the rule. There it is here. Okay, I got it right here. So, if an attacking player has been pushed, shoved, or fouled by a defending player so as to cause him to come into contact with the goalkeeper, such contact will be deemed contact initiated by the attacking player for purposes of this rule, providing the attacking player has made a reasonable effort to avoid such contact. So you're allowed to get absolutely... So, okay, that's fine. But we've now seen the video surface of the goal that the Oilers scored against the Columbus Blue Jackets a few days ago, where a guy gets cross-checked right into the goalie. Goalie's on his rear in the back of the net. And the puck goes in. They call it a good goal, and it's upheld a good goal. What are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here, NHL? This goaltender interference thing has been a sham for years, and it continues to be. It's a good goal. And did Willie Nylander interfere with Hellebuck so that he could not make a save? No! And then, I'm sorry. I understand these people on the broadcast played before. Obviously, Kevin Bieksa played in the NHL, and Jennifer Botterill played as well. And it's just, I'm listening to them talk in between the first intermission, and they are trying to grab at every straw possible to make the referees not accountable. They're talking about, well, it looked like his glove and maybe his left foot got in the blue paint. Well, as far as I know from reading that rule from Elliot Friedman, having your glove and the left skate in the blue paint does not impede the goaltender to make a save. It's a pain in the rear. And listening to them try and do that, it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. I wanted to throw up listening to that. Because that's what you want to talk about on TV. It's no goal. It should have been a goal. Everybody on social media, I saw no Jets fan or anybody talking about it other than whoever was saying how it should have been a goal. 100%. So why is everybody right, but that is the case? And those two or whomever, those three on the panel are like, no, I think they did the right thing. Garbage. Hot garbage. Needed to get all that said. Now, let's keep going with the hockey game itself. And I was fuming because I'm like, I really hope the Leafs don't lose this game because of this. You go to the second period, then Winnipeg starts getting the calls. Power plays were 3-0 Winnipeg in the second period. Obviously, one of the penalties was the challenge that was unsuccessful by the Leafs, so that's one of them. And then they had 2 power plays in the second period, but obviously nobody scores. Shots are 14-12 Leafs in the second, 8-7 Leafs in the first. And you go to the third, and the Leafs get an early power play, and I think was it Liljegren who got, or was it I can't remember who it was, got a stick right in their skates in behind the goal and got yanked down. Obvious penalty. Point shot from Mitch Marner, tipped in by John Tavares. The longest point streak, or I guess the pointless drought for John Tavares of his career, 6 games, is over. And right as it was a gorgeous deflection from JT. And you see after it goes in, the look up to the heavens for John Tavares. Definitely needed for him. Goal number 13 on the year. Marner and Riley grab assists at $1:54 the third period, and the Leafs are in front. Awesome. Then they had some ugly shifts, and things got a little hairy. There was a 4-on-4 at one point in there as well. And it looked ugly, and the Jets got another power play, and the Leafs were able to kill it off. God, that Jets power play without Scheifele is atrocious. It was atrocious. And then the Leafs, late in the period, get it 5-on-3. And I'm watching it, I'm thinking, ice this thing. Let's not piddle and fart around, end this. And Matthews, man, he had a tough game at times. He was getting defended really hard today. Obviously, he's the best goal scorer in hockey, so of course you are. He gets it put on a platter from Mitch Marner off a rebound wherever he's trying to scramble. And he puts every ounce into this. The slap shot, the bomb from Austin Matthews. And it beats Connor Hellebuck with under 5 to play. On the 5-on-3, Leafs go up 3-1. Matthews gets goal number 40. The fifth consecutive time he has scored 40 goals, and the 6th time of his career he has scored 40, and it was a 5-on-3, point number 600 on the year for Austin Matthews, the fastest Leaf in Leafs history to get 600 points. Marner had 600 earlier in the year, but obviously more games. Austin Matthews does it in less. Those two just are going to continue up the leaderboards in Leafs history. Matthews from Marner and Riley putting it up 3-1. And then, chef's kiss end the night. Simon Benoit fires one from his own end into the empty cage for his first goal as a Leaf. And you see how elated he was, and the fellas were jacked up there for him. His first of the year at 18:22 of the third period to put the Leafs up 4-1. Then Mason Appleton scored with 12 seconds left and then decided to go after Jake McCabe. And then the kerfuffle happened and Ryan Reeves dropped the gloves and was like, I got to grab somebody. What's going to happen here? Ton of fun. Hell of a game tonight. Really entertaining watch. And this is what I said about the Edmonton, Calgary, and Vancouver games. When people care, and that's why I hate how Toronto prices are so high and there's a bunch of guys in suits that don't give a damn about the game that go there. You put butts in the seats that give a damn about the game of hockey. It's fun to watch. Tons of Leaf fans in Winnipeg. Everyone was jacked up. Great atmosphere. And the Leafs put a hell of a performance together. They outshot the Jets 8-7 in the third period, 30-26 for the game. Beat the crap out of them in the faceoff dot, 28-17, which is 62%. 2 for 3 in the power play, got off the schneid there. 0 for 4 were the Jets. So their power play struggles are pretty ugly. And no one's going to really talk about it, though. Ilya Samsonov was pretty good yet again. 2 goals, 26 shots, a .923 save percentage in the game. Made some really nice saves, made some really big stops. Was more or less quiet in the game. I didn't like that one play where he had to come flying over to make the extra save. But, again, it's okay. Hit the post, I think it did at that time. But I thought he was good. He was good yet again. So that is now another consecutive game. The confidence is rising. I heard the Sammy chants in the arena as well. Great stuff. Goal scorers tonight, Simon Benoit. I love Simon Benoit. Austin Matthews, Ryan Reeves, and John Tavares. Oh, you love to see it. Marner had a couple assists, Riley a couple assists, and Gregor with an assist as well. Leafs Nation, it was a hell of a game tonight. It's been a roller coaster of a year, but you've won 3 straight heading into the All-Star break. We got like 10 days off. February 5th is the next game for the Toronto Maple Leafs, so not next Saturday, but then the Monday. So past the next day after the Pro Bowl, that nobody cares about in football. So that's kind of the schedule there for the Leafs, but a long way to go. But enjoy the time off, Leaf fans, because you've won 3 straight. The vibes are better. And obviously guys like Calle Yarncroc, Bobby McMahon, Joseph Woll can take this 10 days to kind of rest up and see how they feel moving forward. But Leafs Nation, thank you so much for listening. I really do appreciate it. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the dub today, hit that like button. I do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below. Thoughts on the video. Thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game for the Toronto Maple Leafs? Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok. All that stuff is down below. So follow up there if you've not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, of course, Raptors edition. It's not as fun. They play tomorrow at 6 o'clock as they're in Atlanta taking on the Hawks. We'll see how that goes, even though a lot of people are going to be watching football. And as for the Leafs, as I told you guys earlier, the next game will be on February 5th as they welcome in the New York Islanders to town on the Monday. 7 p.m. puck drop there as the Leafs look to start the informal second half of the season off on a winning note. All right, so thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and, of course, this win today. We'll talk to you guys then.